Hello, everyone, and yeah, we're here. The winter season of Vox Adventures. Give me a moment while Minecraft loads up. I know this is unorthodox, but at least I get the full half hour I booked. So how are we? We all good? I am very good. What can I talk about? I'm at my grandma's new cat Molly. She's a bit skittish. Um, I've seen Wakanda Forever, very good film, but of course I can't talk about that until it's on DVD, Blu-ray, streaming services, not all that. I finished reading The Kane Mutiny this morning. I got my Christmas shopping all done, just gotta get it wrapped, which I'll be doing today. I'm still writing, of course. Rewriting the Aether trilogy as a three-volume novel. Altogether, rather than it's going to be altogether rather than across three different books. So yeah, um, instead of the Earth Bowl, it's the Sun Bowl that our villain Taurus is the High Priest of. His sister Pasiphae, now renamed Vaka, is High Priestess of the Moon Cow. And it's still religiously involved. The Taurus's and Vaka's objectives are to make the Sun Bowl and the Moon Cow the sole deities on the island of Aether. Uh, our protagonist, rather than being named Falco, is now named Connell, which was originally his grandfather's name in the original version. And that has to do with a lot of name changes. Rather than Connell, his grandfather is named Canis, and that has to tie into the god that he was high priest of, rather than the donkey god. I went with the dog god, and a lot of that has to tie in with the fact that the African wild ass not as interesting looking as the African wild dog. Uh, I bring those two animals up because they're both animals that Egyptologists theorize might be the head that Set is depicted with. And yeah, so uh, Connell's the follower of our protagonist is still named Tigress. Uh, the is a equivalent to Heracles, Hercules, if, and we're back. We're back. Sorry about that. Encoding overload and all. I don't even know how that happened. I said encoding overload, but anyway, it caused OBS to stop. Oh, right, volume's at 36%. Uh, yeah, the character of Taurus is no longer of Aether's native populace. Now he too is descended from immigrants, so it's strictly religious based, not like where do your ancestors come from. It's not a matter of race, it's just strictly about religion. In fact, I imagine him as Taurus as being black. Uh, uh, in fact, I've mentally cast Hakim Kai Kazim as the character. Hold on, just let me finish this paragraph. Okay, now let's be on our way. Now, being modeled, because I've decided to mentally cast Hakim Kai Kazim, Taurus is now older. He's in his 50s, while his sister Vaka is actually much younger than him. She's about 21 years younger, since it's supposed to span 3 years. Well, the story. Taurus is 54 at the start, and Vaka is 33. Yeah, this is the place my friends Sam and Pry have so far. They just need to get back on since, you know, they're busy with a lot of stuff. Yeah, so Taurus and Vulcan, there's quite an age difference between them. They're not half siblings, they're full siblings. And you have to keep in mind, in the world of Ether, to be old enough, to be considered old enough to marry, you have to be 16, so if we, well, let's look at it like this. If Taurus's parents married at 16 and he was born not long after, if he was conceived not long after, that would mean Valka was born when they were 37. It's basic mathematics. Our protagonist, Connell, and his love interest Rowena are now 15, but they will eventually grow older. Not too much older, but still older, because time won't pass. Rowena is now an exiled princess, caused by the Commodian Republic conquering her city-state on the mainland, that city-state being named Alfred. Yeah, I choose a lot of names. Valorlan Pardis, her the rival suitor for Rowena's hand, is now named Ursus. No, wait, Pardis was the brother of the suitor. Asanonyx, yes, that's right. Asanonyx. That was the rival suitor's name. He's both named them after spotted cats, and I get the two mixed up. Anyway, the character who was Pardis is now named Ekris. The cousin, formerly called Ascanius, is now named Service. And there's now a new character added, Chimera, Taurus's and Valka's uncle. uh, a Etherian exile who founded a kingdom on the mainland. Following an unsuccessful coup during a period of unrest. Not sure how old not sure how old Chimera is. He might be 80, but don't quote me on that. You're fine. 80, and he still fights. His animal companions are the mainless white lion, Sarpedon. Obviously, Sarpedon is the name Sarpedon was previously used for one of Taurus's subordinates, and a mainless white lion was, well, the animal companion of Leo, the father of the characters formerly known as Pardus and Asinonyx. Rather than coming from Hyperion, the city-state of Hyperion, Equus and Ursus come from the city-state of Tilla, a former colony of Aether, now a vassal state of the Anu Empire. And rather than being a kingdom, it's a principality, so yeah. Equus was stepped over. Not that I'm ever going to specifically say it, but I'm going to make mention of an injury that caused him to be stepped over. But I'm telling you guys now, the injury caused him to be rendered impotent. So, yeah, he can't father children, so he was stepped over, and Ursus was made the heir to the throne, and he became the Prince of Tilla. Also, the Sunbone is actually fulfills quite a few functions. He's equivalent to quite a few gods in real world mythologies, and that has to do with my interest in religious syncretism. An example of that would be the Hellenic Egyptian god Serapis, who, of course, was an influence on the Sun Bowl. Because you see, in order to bring Hellenes and Egyptians together, Pharaoh Ptolemy, who was, of course, Hellenic, that's Greek for those of you who are unaware, he actually created this new god Serapis, who's a combination of Egyptian and Hellenic gods. So he took Apis and Osiris and quite a few Hellenic gods. He took Zeus, Hades, Dionysus, Helios, Asclepius. I feel like I'm missing someone, but I can't really remember who. So that's very much the way it is with the Sunbone. He basically covers those same functions, but covers another counterpart. He's also the equivalent to Minos, and if you're Minos, and I feel the need to explain this because archaeologists believe that Minos was. Some archaeologists believe that Minos was originally a god. The name originally referred to a god, not a mortal king. And Minos was known as the Sun Bowl. With his high priest, the high priest of Minos, being stylized as Minos for short. So there you go. And of course that means the moon cow was Pasiphae. If you're wondering what the Minotaur is theorized as being, it was literally just the sacred bowl. Yeah, the Minotaur was literally just a bowl, literally just the bowl of Minos. Yeah, I'm not going to be able to read that. I don't know. I'm not going to try. I'll save that for when I get home. Yeah, so yeah, the Sunbone covers quite a few functions. And when it comes to equivalence to a real world religion, mythology, religious figures, got real world gods. I don't know how to put this. I'm not an atheist, I'm not an agnostic, I'm not really part of any religion. I identify as religiously neutral. I don't know how to put this. Yeah, but that's pretty much it. That's pretty much the thing about the Sunbone. He covers multiple roles, you might say. And I know it's strange the thought of a sun god also being the god of the dead, but yeah, it just works. And as for the whole Dionysus bit, he was originally associated with madness and dismemberment, so there you go. Certainly sinister enough. Yeah, Connell and Stone, our protagonist. Stone has a Caracal as a sidekick, an animal sidekick. The Caracal is now named Aiden, which was previously Tigress's tiger's name. The tiger now being named Columba. Previously the name of our protagonist's brother-in-law, but that character's been just cut completely. So that Taurus can just legitimize himself quicker with the whole usurpation plot line. But anyway, that's all for today. I'm Brian Croydragon signing out. Stay straight.